The skills that you learn working on a newspaper serve you well no matter what field you go into, even in your personal life, not taking no for an answer, listening to people, questioning what they're saying, sticking to the point. If they think they're going to not answer a question, go wandering off into the woods, you bring them back to where they're supposed to be, to what you want to know. Persistence, logic, all those things are just valuable skills to acquire. I learned that I had reserves to get work done, and the importance of doing a job well, no matter how long it took, but also honoring deadlines.
I use the things I learned in journalism every day as a lawyer when I ask questions and probe things and look deeper and conduct research, and when I pursue something in a manner to make sure it is exact and precise and it's an uncompromised message.
The skills that students are going to learn are not just about writing. They're also about logic. They're also about responsibility, understanding how to get to the facts. These are skills that can take you through life, whether you become a journalist or not.
And important in my career and in sort of my own, I suppose, achievement, for whatever that means at this point, and development.
How many times have I talked to people in this reunion about how they're using the skills that they learned at ECHO in their web design business, or in their database business, or in their anesthesia practice. I mean, there's so many different applications for the skills that you learn as a journalist in high school.
It really is that type of best real-world opportunity that forces you as a student to pretty much take everything you've got and hurl it all at it. It's far more than the writing. The writing's a huge piece of it, but it's just a part of it. The teamwork, the leadership, the bravery, the thought process, the analysis, because then you've got to get it right to do it all over again, or tweak things to do it all over again. This is the best of what we do all the time as adults in the real world now. And you're doing it on a scale in high school, I think, that you can handle and that can impact you for the rest of your life.
There was this commitment and passion to make sure that we got and we closed that deadline. It didn't matter what it took, whether it took all night or how much rework on the copy, or whatever it took, right? You could see that there was an energy, that everyone there was a team trying to make sure that that happened.
High school journalism is a fabulous sort of platform to get started on that journey, because you get to touch a lot of different things.
Teenagers themselves.
We got to do some publicity for teenagers themselves. I mean, we got to go to New York, do Good Morning America, Washington, D.C., do some really exciting things. And suddenly I felt like, okay, there's more to the world than high school. Our high school became more national. ECHO really taught us how to write. Ever since being on the ECHO, every job I've ever had, no matter what it is, at some point someone comes up to me and they say, oh, you write pretty well.
Back in 1972, I guess the issue for me was there weren't a lot of female role models in power positions. And being the editor-in-chief at that time was important to me personally, because it gave me a chance to see what I could do and showed me that I could lead a group.
I decided that I was going to go into journalism. And it was the inspiration that I received at ECHO that opened up that door for me. What did we have there? We were trying to serve a community. And we were trying to understand what the community's needs were and what the stories were in the community. That was closer to the heart of journalism than I think that I was then for years and years and years and years afterwards, working in big mass publications.
In every generation of ECHO staff, we did face a big story, didn't we? Students living in the building after hours, driver ed teachers using their curricula time to run personal errands, teachers defrauding the school and students with claims of a false degree, administrators more concerned with managing appearances than with facing reality. One thing that we all learned was how to listen compassionately and with empathy to people whose lives experience differed from our own.
We learned journalism, we learned critical thinking, we learned making an argument, we learned communicating through words and pictures. I'm hearing stories about how that has served people so well, and continuing in careers in journalism and taking the legacy into teaching. So I was a photographer. I learned my skill well in high school, and one of the challenges for astronauts is to learn how to take pictures well. And for me, I was fortunate enough to bring that skill with me.
It showed what articulate people can do in sharing the realities of how they have used what they learn, not simply for themselves, but for the causes that shape our lives and shape our world, because there's always progress. And ECHO people believe in progress, stimulation, innovation, and most of all, changing for the shape of the future.